Hey Rakesh, here's a quick intro to using Data Studio with our database. So when you open up Data Studio, this is how it looks. You generally get to this page. You can just go to data sources and add a new data source. Select Postgres, and in place of all of these parameters, I'll send these parameters separately in an email to you. Um, this is where these parameters go. You input the host name, then port is optional because the port is a standard value for each of the databases. Postgres typically uses 5432 port, so you don't have to input that value. And you input all the rest of the parameters. Don't select enable SSL and click on authenticate, and then Data Studio connects to our database and it shows you the list of tables that we have in our database. Um, so to begin with, just to show you an example, we could click on the data set table. So this table is is basically a list. It contains the list of symbols that we have, and the descriptions along with all the metadata. It does not contain the time series itself. It's in a different table called time series, and the daily metrics that we calculate every day goes into this daily metrics table. So dataset is just a repository. It's clearly separated, a list of symbols along with all the metadata. So you could just click on the dataset and say connect, and then once it's connected, you will see the list of columns in that table. um, the next step that you can do is go back to the home page, and in the home page you can see that we now have a new data source. Go back to reports and say start a new report, and here you can see that our new data source is here is listed. You click on that, say add to report, and once you add to report you could so basically what we are showing is we could show is play around, show a table, and within this table you can show the symbols. That's one dimension, and then you can what you can do is add another dimension. Let's say we want to see the description, and let's say you want to see, you can resize the columns however you like. um, and then you could add, let's say, the currency. So you could just play around with it, and once you're done you could save the report, and then you could just take a look at the report. So this is a very simple example. What else can you do? You could, I think the fun part is the one thing that I like is this. What you could do is, instead of selecting a table directly, you could choose to run a custom query. Let's say I want to see the list of the number of symbols categorized by the product type, so, which is the ETF and the indices product types that we have. So you could write a custom SQL query saying select um, product product type and the count of symbol from data set, and then you group them by the product type. And just to show you, and we could also order by the count of symbol in descending order. So now this is a custom query that we have written, and then we could say reconnect. you could apply the new changes because you already had a report which was using that. So now when you come back to the reports and try to create a new report, um, you could create a new report and you select PostgreSQL inside DB as a data source, and then now I think we could play around with some of the charts. So here you could see that two dimensions. So if we have or 88% indices listed in our data set, and so about 11% of them are ETFs. So yeah, some of the cool things that you can do. I'm sure you can play around with it much more than me. Yeah, that's it. Hope that helps. I'll send you the values to put in an email separately. So yeah.